Hi. Okay. This is a book called Mischief Diary, short story collection by Nada Faris, a Kuwaiti writer, an Anglo-Waiti writer actually. And the story is called My Last Good Deed on Earth. Let's go. When I was 12 years old, my family spent a winter vacation in the mountains of Lebanon. We had an apartment in the town of Kornia, in a complex that was teeming with Kuwaitis. Khalid and I rollerbladed, rode bicycles, played football, and hiked up and down the mountains with kids our own age. He was 10, of course. One day, my father drove with other Kuwaiti men to Syria to buy merchandise for family members and friends back home. The wives remained in Lebanon to keep an eye on all of us. Their idea of keeping an eye on all of us meant giving us early curfews. 8. You're joking. No way. I crossed my arms and raised my chin defiantly. I was 12 years old. I just started to cut my hair in my bedroom with school scissors because my mother forbade me from cutting it in a hair salon. She claimed that my hair belonged to my future husband, who alone could allow me to cut it short or to let it grow. Sorry to disappoint you, future husband, but my hair is mine to cut or grow as I see fit. Khalid, who noticed my mother's stern expression, eyes squinted, lips pursed, took one step closer to her side. Turning to my face, he said, It's not that bad. I smacked the side of his head and spat loyalty under my breath. Fine. My mother conceded. 9. 10, I said. Nada, this isn't a Friday market. Don't haggle with me. I make the rules. 9:30, and that's fine. I fisted the air before running out of my parents' bedroom. Khalid trotted behind me. Wear warm clothes, my mother's voice echoed in the hallway. So, of course, I didn't. I slipped into denim trousers and yellow shirt whose sleeves I folded at the elbows, and then threw on my autumn denim jacket. I stomped into Nike sneakers and I ran out of the apartment. My brother trailed after me in a comfortable training suit, black with a blue logo in the center. Get a jacket, I said. You're not my mother. Whatever. We passed the green elevator, skipping steps down a single flight of stairs. Lebanon's electricity went out at irregular intervals. Our building possessed an additional generator, but it came on only manually, so that was usually a lag of up to half an hour between the power going out and coming on again. Khalid was caught in the elevator once, when the power went out, and never really recovered. He glanced sideways at the elevator as we passed it. We ran up and down the mountain, tearing through the fog that encircled the peak like Saturn's rings. We called it hide and seek in heaven's clouds. The angels hid, the demons sought. 13 kids trudged down the pebbly slope toward the canteen, a corrugated metal cube with a blue awning. The Iraqi salesman with the full beard was smiling when we got there. The Kuwaitis came to spend some pounds? Lace, I said, salt and vinegar, and a Pepsi. Make that diet. On second thought, Mirinda, give me the Mirinda. I pointed at the can. Oh, he said for the emptieth time. No Liban? No much booze? Are you really Kuwaitis? Or have you all become Americans already? 13 expression of give me a break appeared on all our faces, and one by one we ordered as if he had never spoken. Say hi to your father, he said to no one in particular. What a douche, said Ayman, before stuffing his mouth with a Snickers bar. I said nothing. I had heard that Ayman's father had been a prisoner of war during the invasion. Ayman was 2 years old when the Iraqi occupied Kuwait, taking his father hostage, ripping his nails off his fingers and then hanging him from a sailing fan. We gathered on marble steps, overlooking dirt and shrubberies. To our right were ditches big and small, where in 3 years 4 swimming pools would bubble with activity. I never got the chance to try them out. My brother did, though only a few times, before my parents sold the apartment. Somehow, Lebanon's mountains were a hotbed of terror. I don't care for war. I don't like picking sides and arguing with people about who has more right to kill the other side. I care about no killing, if that's a thing, but then again, I'm a poet, so my opinions don't ever count when it comes to society and its ways of life. When I'm king, or president, or whatever, I'll probably make rhyming a national pastime. Did I tell you guys about the boy who died in a ditch 2 years ago? I asked, staring into a hole. Yeah, I know. I'm way too imaginative for my own good. Head snapped left and right, whisper ceased. There, I pointed with my chin. I can be so mysterious sometimes, I sighed. Some say it was a salesman who did it. I cocked my head to the side. They knew. They all knew which one I meant. How'd he do it? Khalid asked, his eyes sparkling with fear. I swallowed my first instinct, ripped his nails out with a Mirinda bottle opener and suspended him from the green elevator until he bled to death. Poison, I said, shaking my head, using this opportunity to examine their purchases. He poisoned the boy's Snickers bar. The mountains echoed their shrieks, rising in pitch as the story progressed until the sky darkened and our entourage gradually disappeared. 3 of us remained on the ground of the complex. I sat on the sidewalk humming Garamik Shea Jeep by Miami, the Kuwaiti band, not the American city, while my brother and Ayman played badminton. Ayman was winning. Guys, Ayman said, I've got to go. It's almost 9:30. My mother will kill me if I stay out later than this. Nada, we have to go too, my brother chimed in. I stood up and stretched my arms. The temperature had fallen quite dramatically and my stomach rumbled. I had snacked on chips, chocolate and soda all day, so possibility of a hot meal at home made my body tingle. Ayman asked if we could walk him to his apartment. I said no, and Khalid said yes at the same time. If we walk him to his apartment, Mother will lock us out, I explained to my younger brother. But we can't let him walk alone. It's dark and it's scary and he could be murdered by the salesman. Oh, Lord, it's not real. I made it up. But what if other things happened? My brother and his friend began listing possibilities one after the other of everything that could go wrong if Ayman walked home alone through the Lebanese mountains. My patience was tired. I pushed between them and stomped in direction of Ayman's apartment. They skipped behind. We made it just in time for Ayman's curfew. I turned to Khalid. We are late. To be continued. Bye.